Iconian forces are imminent. Their gateway technology means that distance has little meaning for them. Once the war begins in earnest, we will be racing to cover too much territory with too few ships. But we cannot fail. To fight a war, we first need a plan. Admiral Quinn has requested your presence at a briefing on Earth's space dock.
It'd be better to get to space dock again. And these weeks, well, as I said, I always recommend people to subscribe, and well, you should subscribe and see when we talk about all these prizes. And yes, this episode is one of the ones that I do recommend certain players pick up, especially if you're Klingon, but you don't have to worry about that too much. Let's get going.
Welcome, and thank you for coming. We've gathered here the finest commanders from Starfleet, the Klingon Defense Force, and the Romulan Republic. We may have been enemies in the past. Now, we must fight as one. May I introduce Captain Kagran? He will coordinate our combined forces against the Iconians and report to the commanders of all three fleets.
Greetings. The Iconians have revealed themselves. War is now inevitable. While the Iconians themselves are few in number, their heralds are numerous and formidable. They are not like the servitors we have fought before. They are far more dangerous. We are already sending strike teams into the sphere the heralds use to access the Iconian gateway network. They will retaliate, and when they do, they will attack our most valuable targets. The gateways allow the heralds to strike anywhere. They can avoid or destroy any obstacle in their path. Therefore, the Alliance has decided to focus on defending key installations. We need time to create a strategy. To that end, let me introduce Captain Tom Paris.
Hello, everyone. Okay, this is what we know about the weaknesses of the Heralds. If we can exploit this, we can...
It's beginning.
Their goal appears to be New Romulus. The Federation has a starbase nearby. Captain Paris, take your task force and the bulk of the fleet to New Romulus. The rest of you, report to Starbase 234. Right now, that starbase is all that stands between the Heralds and New Romulus. Hold the Heralds there as long as you can. We need time to evacuate civilians and prepare defenses at New Romulus. Today is a good day to die.
And we're now at Starbase 234 and...
Herald ships on an intercept course. All ships, defend the starbase.
And yeah,
I've never seen anything like these Herald ships before.
No, you don't have to see anything like that them again. Now, I've got to mention...
There's too many of them. Begin evacuation procedures.
How about... Now, I've just got... What's a minute? Hopefully I haven't dropped one of their favourite abilities.
More Herald ships on sensors. Deploying reinforcements.
And... the moment it doesn't seem too bad.
Starting my run to the station.
They're cutting through our shields. They're using gateways to get inside the defense perimeter. There's no stopping them.
Herald's closing in. Evasive maneuver.
The Heralds are sending more ships. This isn't going to end well. The Heralds are sending more ships. This isn't going to end well.
We've taken some damage. Just need to get far enough away from the warp.
There are too many of them. We can't...
A gateway is open
All of the
inside the
civilians,
station.
most of the crew
Reporting
managed to
us.
evacuate.
Security
At least
team,
that's something.
report to Deck 6.
There's nothing more we can do for that starbase. Fall back to New
Come on,
Romulus.
sort this
We need
out.
reinforcements
I
to
can't.
fix this.
Yeah, we're losing this station and Pax wants us to move in, so we'll have to get out of here. I mean, I forgot to mention that I'm using a pretty
Welcome to the
decent ship.
war. The Romulans are asking for boots on the ground, but we've got more than we can handle up here. There are some weak spots in the Herald lines. If you can punch through to transporter range, you should be able to get a team down there to assist.
Okay, Captain, and I mean the subspace gateways is particularly not brilliant.
Now hurry up. We've got a war to win. Great work on those scouts. Now, take out the ships headed your way.
And those are scouts, so really get you.
Keep it up. Great work. There's just one more group between you and the planet. Give them hell. You're close. Fighting on the ground is getting worse. We need you down there. The situation has become desperate on the surface. Good luck down there. And watch your back. The Heralds aren't pulling their punches.
I appreciate Captain. And that's beam down, and of course we're going to bring our usual team down. Transport site secure. We should clear camp and cover it for reinforcements. And yes. We'll introduce our Iconian ground stuff. These are, well, constructs. Those are for their force. The gateway. Those actually are a bit dangerous if you don't plan for them.
Thank you. Now that the area is secure, we can call in reinforcements. Sub-Commander Zylan is ready to lead a squad to assist you. Should I call them now?
Yes, Zylan is a group and group commander. Oh dear. So pile of things in the museum. It did. I mean, so yeah. These icons that might be not tough on at the moment, but we're getting the
We need to retake this area.
lead. And if you remember us when we last went back to New Romulus, well not the last time we were in New Romulus, but when we were in New Romulus, so
More heralds are on their way. We can take a defensive position in the ruins.
This route is a bit further ahead. And whoa, Fullions, I was going to say dead Fullions. Dead, sir. How ends being able to shoot for the environmental suit, and well, Fullions can't look at exists happily in the. Where there's a.
Sensors indicate Herald forces inbound to this position. We must hold here.
Yeah, I got a bit too fat there. Thanks to Mav. Those gateways they can. Yeah, right. I'm trying 1,000 heralds. And before anyone asks, this is what's the first time I played through this episode, and technically the first herald you've seen me fight, scout fight, on camera.
The ruins are secure. Next, we must clear the path ahead.
Indeed. Yeah, Barry, come right behind you, these balls. More foreigners. If you're wondering how come I got that 100 kills, despite you've not seen 100,000 kills in this episode, I've done a few TFOs on other characters. Not on other characters, or not before, yeah, on this character before I actually got around to it. But still.
Hold the paths. There is a camp near the power station. There will be reinforcements there.
And there's the camp, and you remember that there used to be there's what's around here, and yeah. Oh dear, I shouldn't let before I get through into a gateway.
I think we can take it from here. Do you want me to call for reinforcements?
Yes, yes, Commander. Ooh, that was not the reinforcements I was hoping for. And yes, we go to all this area now. Time to drop my usual crystals from back home.
Reinforcements are
Herald, inbound from the southeast.
Shit, where did we lose to Mav?
There's a gateway opening to the north.
God, the Mav wasn't too far away. Thanks, evening. Now only
Watch out! Gateway opening to the east. There's a gateway opening to the north.
I've got another 20 seconds to hold on now. Everyone's good.
We have retaken the ruins. Shall I call in for our next objective?
Yeah, we better call in command.
The ruins are ours!
Quick, this way!
I've been clearing and repairing the gateway chamber since the gateway first opened. The gateway itself should be functional. If we can reach it, we can use it to get back to the ship. And yeah, we'll get a bit further in the thing.
New Romulus is reporting heavy casualties. What happened down there? Sensors are picking up some unusual power emanations from the surface. Be careful.
Indeed. Now. And we're welcome back, and oh, that's not just any herald, that's a Rabinger class herald.
Your presence defiles this sacred space. Heralds, to me, destroy these insects.
And this guy is not an easy thing to fight. And you won't see Kagran being pulled up, and you were literally stuck in there, so I'm just taking out the constructs that you help out. Them. Yeah, good thing you didn't pick me up that thing. This move. And I wonder if we could pick up one of those tasks for ourselves, given how much damage they've been doing. Let's check what the code says about the gateway. Gateway is operational, and as far as the tell the Hell's Way to use the coordinates. If they're looking for something, they found it. The gateway is locked to a location. Almost. So I think we're going to be accessing the Roman database first. They were looking for the accessing the Roman library files. We're looking for information about the preservers. Why are the preservers? Yeah, the preservers are a long race, which there was a thing about the Breen Confederacy and a allied one of the Klingon, Roman, and Federation ships being involved. It's a long story. I'll get to that to another day. Without another day, there's a good reason for subscribing. Once upon is still set, so it looks like they're going to preserve archive on Leonas 3. And that was the time they were going to go to that file, and we need to find out why. With the information we've recovered, we can activate the gateway. It will take us directly to the preserver archive. So let's get started.
I'm a little busy here. What do you need?
Helzer were investigating the preservers, and they found the archive in the Lena system. We're taking the gateway. We need you to rally the fleet to meet us there.
Acknowledged. Wouldn't want to miss the party. I'll get every ship with an operational warp drive headed that way as soon as New Romulus is secure.
You soon. We had a conversation with Captain Parish, so the player will rendezvous with us in the Lena system. Excellent. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Guys, we're off to preserve a place. With the preserve archive in the arena system. Hells was searching this place. We need to know why. I recommend speaking to the archivist. There's something here that either the Iconians want or they don't want us to have. Let's speak to the archivist. Now, this, believe it or not, is a familiar place if you are aware of a no stone mission with a bream. Goes for Kagran here. Welcome. Long with children seekers out. Who are you?
I am the guardian of all who my people were and all that they remember. My task was to keep the archive safe until the day when our children would be united and would want to know who we were.
Tell me about your race.
Long ago, life developed on our world before all others. We explored the galaxy, but we were alone. But what is life when there is no one with which to share the joys or the sorrows? So if the galaxy would not give us companions, we would create them. We created you. Our scientists seeded many worlds and directed evolution. We wanted you to resemble us. But more importantly, we wanted you to understand us.
Are there more preservers here?
Hundreds. While each preserver has the genetic memory of the entire race, it was deemed important to preserve individuals, so that if the time came when we could live with our children, there would be sufficient numbers to maintain our species. We built this place and slept, dreaming of the world that would become. We dreamed of the world you would create.
What do you know of the Iconians?
The Iconians. I am not programmed for this line of inquiry. Would you like me to wake one of my creators? You can ask her all the questions you wish.
Please do.
Greetings, my child. Long have I slumbered. Why have you roused me now?
Greetings, Agent One. We've faced a great threat from the people known as the Iconians, and we've come to seek your help.
Ah, the Iconians. They are the first of our children, and for a time, the most troublesome. They were different once, brighter. But our other children grew jealous of their gifts, and chafed against their rule. The war changed them more than they could understand. I will help you, my child.
Thank you.
Hold. I sense her approach. Our daughter, Matara, comes. She is first among equals, and her rage is terrible to behold. Go. I will retrieve what you seek, if it is not already too late.
Please hurry, Agent One. Incoming troops. Underground lightning. Seriously? Be careful where that beam is, because if it is, yep, in trouble. Then you can just get away with kicking them that way it doesn't shine. Oh no, we don't have the
Then make a different choice, my daughter.
I cannot. Long have we waited for this day. We will reclaim all that was once ours. We will rule this galaxy as is our right and our duty. None can stand against us. Not even you.
whoa. Oh. I'll get out before we're fighting. Shout. No flashlight today, it's gone. To have lived long and end like this. We must do what we can to save the others.
We're in orbit, and we're not alone. The rest of the fleet is about 2 minutes out, but the Heralds are here, and they do not look happy. If you're done down there, can you beam back to your ship and give us a hand?
Beamers up.
They are not kidding around. Raise your shields. We need to hold out until the rest of the fleet arrives.
Will do, Captain. Middle it.
More Herald ships on an intercept course.
And
more Heralds. Oh, I thought they weren't that much.
indeed.
The Heralds are sending reinforcements. Watch your back.
But the thing is, here, just more tiny ships.
More Herald ships. These guys just won't give up.
Yeah.
The fleet is 1 minute out. Keep fighting.
Yeah, we've.
Where are the Heralds getting all these ships? More inbound.
Indeed. There's one.
Just a little longer.
The fleet's here,
And
here.
the cavalry arrives just in the nick of time. Let's show these Heralds what we can do.
And there's more smoke of the enemies around as well, so. And that is a sort of gateway you just saw, and because I took it down fast enough, you didn't get to see the nightmare it does to you. Well, it basically burns off a whole good chunk of it. But since we've got this ship on one of my really good setups, constant. Yep. Not careful with those. That's not a little ship.
We'll hold the Herald forces here. Alpha Team, engage that dreadnought before you power up his weapon.
Where's that? There it is. Yeah, look. I was got taken down by the dreadnought. I've probably done almost a good chunk of my health. Groundhog. This wasn't a victory. We lost the fair defeat and the archive was lost. All the knowledge, all the remaining professors are gone. Now I just want to go to 1 for debriefing. And we're better to the course right now, yeah. Okay,
although this is a dark day, you have served admirably. The loss of the archive is regrettable, but the preservers are not the only casualties this day. There will be more death before this war ends. But those of us who survive will be stronger. The Iconians think they can win this war. They think we are weak. They are wrong. We will fight, and if need be, we will die. But we will fight until our last breaths.
Indeed. And we get the usual experience pot stuff, and we get the destabilizing resonance training manuals, and the recipe to make it yourself, which is the ability for your science bridge officers in space. This is such a good piece of equipment, piece of these training manuals are such a good thing to have. I'm actually going to cover some of that on next week's the next episode where we talk about the 3-piece and Resident Transphasic and Resident Disruptor. That I'm going to quick, and it is not one of the best items in the game, because if you can see 24, 20, if you were aiming for tactical, you are getting that item for the set bonus. And of course, if we've got two disrupt weapons, so that's going to be something to talk about next week. So let's be max right. We'll be talking about some resident disrupts and destabilizing resonance training manuals. Until then, see you next time.